Hello everyone viewing today. We are here to spectate a wonderful match with BVU Overwatch. Today is BVU Overwatch Navy versus UD. Today's gonna be a wonderful day. I'm excited to watch this. I'm excited to view this wonderful game. For the roster for BVU, we have Wax Chunk, Ice Storm, Aquafina, Poetic Muse, and Septic. And for the opposing team, it looks like we have Lauren, Despacho, Captain KMD, Mazo Kushe, and Sal Goodboy. Looks like the first map here is going to be Lujang Tower. I'm excited to see some good control between these two teams. We didn't have a stream last week because of fall break, but 2 weeks ago, Navy won 3-2. It was a great game. Went all the way to game 5. It was very exciting and very fun to watch. I'm excited to watch today's game and see how everyone does. Looks like Despa is typing in chat saying hi stream and hi mom. Giving those shout outs. Azuku's hello world. Everyone's saying hi in the chat. Print hello. Sal Good Boy saying print hello world. Got some friendly hellos from the other team. Always good to see. Good sportsmanship. But I'm excited to see what both teams decide to run here, as in for control. Could be really up in the air. Looting Tower, more. I'm expecting to see more of a brawl or poke, less of a dive, but that's still very possible here. So I remember seeing Aquafina did well on the and BVU did well in the Malga comp 2 weeks ago. So they might do that. I love myself good old Brawl v Brawl. Dive's fun to watch too. Poke is just a little slower, but I'm very interested to see what Zeptic plays too, because it looked like they played both DPS and support. He had a very good match 2 weeks ago on the Reaper. Had some great kills in the back and Death Blossoms, especially on King's Row. Looks like both teams are getting ready to saddle up for this match. Game team names for the viewers here. BVU will be on the blue side, and Delaware will be on the red side for this game. Anyone tuning in new to this game or don't know much about Overwatch, Luzhang Tower is a control map, which means that both teams will have spawn in ships on each other side of the map, opposite sides of the map, and there will be a point in the middle. After about a couple seconds or so, the point will unlock, and the team's objective is to capture the point and hold it until 100%. First team to do that wins round, and they have to win 3 rounds. And we are going in.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Looks like
Initiating match.
both teams are now going to assemble their heroes, pick their characters, and get ready. I'm excited for this match. This more looks like it's going to be most favorable with a brawl here, brawl setup on this type of map for Lijiang Tower. Aquafina goes, looks like BVU is going for more of a Orisa style. Well, both teams are doing Orisa style team comps here with different supports and different DPS. We got Wax Chunk on Cassidy, Ice Storm on Symmetra, Aquafina. Looks like Aquafina is switching it up on Zarya, Poetic Muse on Mercy, and Zeptic on Wu Yang. Well, it looks like the other team is going a Orisa, a Sojourn, a Reaper, and a Zen and a Juno as the fight goes away. Both teams just poking at each other. Charging up. Aquafina's looks like a little in danger. Gets speared by the Orisa, but there goes the first pick with Zeptic on Wu Yang here, getting Captain at KMD out of the fight, turning BVU as a player advantage, 5-4. But it looks like Delaware just gets point cap, pushes them off, even with that pick. They just can't put any much pressure on it as Orisa is just holding the front line here. Aquafina is trying to get an entry, trying to get a pick. That Juno's really low, but the Orisa spins in and gets a pick off of the Toxic Muse, which allows the Sojourn to get a pick off of Wu Yang. And there goes the Sojourn just getting pick after pick, but Aquafina finally cleans that up. But it looks like it's too late for BVU side as Delaware just pushes them far back. Wax Chunk just poking right now, just trying to see if they can get any damages off of Delaware as they wait for the team to get set up here. Lauren on the Orisa, looks like it's Delaware with the ult advantage with the Orisa's Terror Surge and the Zen ult here, which is not looking great for BVU. As BVU is just trying to make any room they can, but they can't find any momentum as Delaware is just holding the front of the point here, not letting them move through. But Reaper gets real close to dying, but just fades away just in time. Still just trying to look for an opening here, just building up ults on both teams. Poetic Muse looked like he used the Mercy ult, but didn't get much. And there goes the grab by Aquafina, and then the trance by Zen. And Wu Yang's ults after ults going in here, trying to make any room, but it looks like it does not work as Delaware just holds them off. Even with 4 ults on BVU's side, they look like they got nowhere with that push as Delaware is just holding headstrong. Orisa's not moving. Lauren still holding that Terror Surge, and Sal still has that Juno ult. There is a TP, just get away from the Terror Surge, but gets picked off by Sal, and Lauren gets 2 off of that too. And then there's Captain and KMD picking the rest off, as this looks like that is the end of this round here. Hard fought, but they just couldn't push anything past that first choke point there, as Delaware is just holding strong. Orisa on the front, not going down.
0-1.
This is still anyone's game though, as we go into round 2 of map 1 of Lijiang Tower.
What's the most crazy thing you've seen as a doctor?
Well, there was one pilot who was lost in time.
As we go to the center now. Looks like Aquafina is switching up on the Maug, but looks like Delaware is still staying the same comp. Zeptic switching it up on Ana now, and Wax Chunk switching on Sojourn here. They're just trying to look for anything they can to get anywhere past this wall of a team that Delaware is. Both teams engaging each other in the center. Looks like BVU teleports on points, trying to get point fast first. Gain point control here is very important, as just controlling it first and getting the percentage off while fights happen can just put you in a massive lead. Alyssa goes in, Lauren goes in. Delaware's pushing into the map. BBU's pushing back, kiting back, not trying to get any picks, but they lose Sal Goodboy to Ice Storm. Sal Goodboy kills Ice Storm. There's Slam, but Aquafina gets shot off by Lauren as pinned off, and it looks like that is just Delaware's cleanup right there. That's just an unlucky first pick on Ice Storm there by the Sal Goodboy, which then just led with the unluckier boop off with Alyssa's spear into Malgar, just sending him off the map, which then just snowballed into the fight loss for BBU. Looks like Delaware is getting up on some ult soon. Sojourn is the closest, and Alyssa's the next. BBU is trying to rotate left here, not trying to meet a match, but Delaware just beats him there too. And there goes the OC on the Sojourn. I say BBU's just getting stuck in a corner and just ran over. That OC just locked him down in that area. And then the rest of the team of Delaware just pushed them into a corner as they all fall down. Unlucky.
I'm not a fan of setbacks.
But BBU is coming up with Pocket Muse on the Mercy ult. Delaware, oh, and there goes an early pick off. Wax Chunk gets picked off by Mazu Zen. That's unlucky as now they are down one. As let's see what BBU is trying to do. They're trying to TP onto point here. Get behind the team. But and there goes the trans from Mazo. And there goes the pick off Aquafina. Captain Kid just walks over Aquafina. And there goes Zeptic. And there goes the snowball of the fight again. Pocket Muse rezzing as now it's a 3v5. They're trying to get over it, but it just ended up as a delayed kills. I don't know. Say Delaware has two. Oh, and that must be a misclick. Oh no, they're just using it. Both ults. They're trying to spawn push BBU. Delaware is using ult after ult, trying to stuff them into the spawn so they can get percentage off of here and not let them touch. But there goes Ice Storm on Captain, picking it off and flipping point for BBU. It is not over yet. There goes his Ice Storm's ult as they are just trying to live, trying to touch points. But it looks like that flip is all they had as Delaware pushes back onto point and just cleans up the 3 as a 5v3, taking both points, and that takes the map for Delaware. Both teams just playing the hardest, but Delaware was just not moving. They took the space and they kept it as BVU tried their best, switching up here and there, trying to take control, but Delaware just didn't want to give it to them. Here goes Despacho Toes OC on his Sojourn, just even after that grab pin, just putting rail into rail after BVU tries to enter. Just, it's sad to see, but that's just first map. This is still a long game. Delaware just didn't want to move. They could not, they got the momentum and they kept it. BVU could not find the solution to the comp v comp. They both tried to play brawl there with the Aquafina switching to more Czar, but even with that, they just couldn't find any answers to the Orisa, to the Soj, and the supports like Mazu and Sal Goodboy getting early picks off of the DPS. Just really sold it for BVU trying to get any push out there. Going in usually at a 4v5, which is always hard to do. But we'll take a short break in between these two rounds, and we'll get back once we are ready for the next map.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here for our Overwatch Game 2, the infamous JV Band JV. I'm joining my Go Iron Giant here for Game 2, coming back from the Super Smash Brothers Gold Team game, going up against one of my personal favorite, University of Michigan Flint. So, you know, not the old maize and blue, but again, they're repping the University of Michigan. Go Blue, by the way, everybody. Iron Giant, I know things are 0-1 right now for our Beavers. What did you see coming from that game 1?
The Beavers just had a hard time making space. Delaware took their space. They won fight 1. They took point, and they just kept taking space, and BVU could not find an answer to get past the space. That was the hard time they were finding. They tried to switch it up. They tried to play different comps, but they couldn't find an answer. They couldn't take care of the Orisa, and the supports were getting early picks off of BVU's DPS, and that was just downmizing the fight to a 4v5, which was really hard for the Beavers.
Yeah, we see that quite a bit, especially last week when the tanks go down, or, you know, not even a tank, right? A 4v5, obviously not numbers that you're looking for. So these early picks here on, what map is this here?
This is Kings Row. We're playing hybrid.
Okay. Playing on hybrid. So, yeah, right? You have to take over the point, and then you're allowed to push. So these picks early, they could be a defining factor. Let's get in here. Watching Aquafina first. Is that Junker Queen on the Aquafina?
Junker Queen on Aquafina.
We're messing it up. We're throwing a little bit of shade at you right now. Wax Chunk. Oh, that's a new name. I don't remember if they played a whole lot last week. And already we're going to be seeing huge kills. Saul Goodboy. Not trying to say good man. Saul Goodboy is in action. And Isaac, look at this huge team fight. Everybody has died. What is going on here?
I say, Wax Chunk tried to make a wall off of the Ram, and then Aquafina tried to follow up on that, but they just steamrolled. They couldn't get an early pick. Wax Chunk got the wall off, but they couldn't get an early pick there. And once the wall went down, the supports got back with Lauren on the Ram, and they just walked left, and they got early picks, separated the Junkrat from the team, the Junker Queen from the team, and that was it for BVU.
Yeah, we saw that. Saul Goodboy was in there with a, I think it was a triple. It was at least 3. I don't know if there was any more than that. But yeah, the Blue Hens are going to be able to take the point here, and now they have started the push. And finally, Aquafina, you know, popping off here. That's back-to-back kills here on the Gamer and Saul Goodboy.
I say, it looks like Saul Goodboy switched. He was playing support last game, and now he's on the venture, trying to get more picks than he was last game.
Yeah, big stuff there. That's a huge switch. Not just switching characters, but switching roles. Yeah.
I say, it looked like he overstepped his boundaries, though, and that's why Aquafina got the first pick of that last fight.
Now 2 people on the point. Can't really quite see who is on it right now. Ice Storm looking to do some big splashes. Oh my goodness, that's so good, boy, coming down. I mean, Frog splashing all the way from the top ropes there.
Yeah, he's trying to get any reaction from the team, but no CDs went off. But there goes Ice Storm's ult here.
And yeah, we're going to see it. Junkrat ult going behind. And he didn't get anybody with that. Unfortunate. I know last week we saw quite a bit of those, but unfortunately not working right there.
Yeah, I say, last game, Ice Storm had many Junkrat ults, but Salvador caught it.
And now, yeah, no kills. Huge stuff coming up from both sides. Oh my goodness, the team wipe from Delaware. And that is a lot of ult. That is, what, 2 ults being used? 3 ults?
3 ults on the side of Delaware there, which is good for the fight win, but that's going to put them at a disadvantage here as BV is coming up with both Queen and Juno. But yeah, they just steamrolled there with Ram ult, Moira ult, and Kiri ult to just certify that fight win.
And the craziest part about that is there's still 2 ults for the Blue Hens. Yeah, so they had all 5 and they only needed 3 of them.
Yeah, they saved it. They're saving both DPS ults, trying to see if they can get this ult. And there goes Yell from Aquafina there.
Yeah, Aquafina is just taking a lot of damage. Has to hide behind this corner. Wax Chunk coming in. You know, they're called Wax Chunk, but they freeze people, so kind of ironic there.
I say, they're still holding on both ults. Oh, and Aquafina gets picked before he could do the Junker Queen ult.
Yeah, Gamer Mazakusha coming in. 2 of the 3 kills there.
I say, the Denver's Sojourn popped the OC there before any of the other ults, and they got the Aquafina pick, so they didn't have to worry about the Queen ult that whole fight. So they just walked over the team without even worrying.
Yeah, Aquafina didn't have a great chance to use their ult. Poetic Muse and Aquafina still holding their ults for the Beavers. And now back on the point there, we're going to see it. The Aquafina Junker Queen ult. trying to get some kills here. So Good Boy goes down, Lori goes down. Mazu also going down as well. And overall, 4 out of the 5 kills there, Iron Giant. It doesn't get much better than that.
No, they say Wax Chunk walled off the Ram right when Aquafina went off with the Queen ult, and they got the Ram. The wall broke just in time to catch that Moira too. Ram had no healing and just got burned by the team, and looks like Ice Storm just cleaned up the rest of the fight.
Yeah, great stop by the Beavers. They still have Ice Storm's ult. They missed it last time. Hopefully they're able to hit it this time. We have 3 minutes, 45 seconds here remaining in this offensive stance right now for Delaware.
Say, looks like Zeta got picked early by the Venture ult there, and Venture's Saul Goodboy's just cleaning it up again.
Yeah, Saul Goodboy has been all over the place. They do get taken down officially by Wax Chunk, but this payload keeps pushing further and further. The Blue Hens, they are not stopping right now.
Say, no, there's the rail pick on Poetic Muse there, so that we're down support, and BBU is still holding on to their both DPS ults and support ult. It looks like they're holding strong now, but they might have to use it later, waiting for the react with ults.
Yeah, they were finally. Mazakusha goes down, but the Beavers were struggling to kill there. I watched Despacito being able to live at just like 1 health. Gamer Limb going to get 2. Lord coming in for a 3rd, and it's just Aquafina, Poetic Muse trying their best to defend this payload right in front of the finish. But it seems the Blue Hens, they're going to keep on pushing, and they're at, no! 1.87 meters!
I say they're touching,
And yeah, we knew it was a matter of time, and finally, the Blue Hens, 2 minutes and 39 seconds. You know, every second matters, so even though the Beavers were not able to stop them, 2:39 is, you know, could be way better than like 2:51 or something.
I say, yeah, just holding on, even those 7 meters, just holding on to those 7 or 0.7 meters, just wounds down time. But the Beavers were having a hard time with their ults. They were dying with ults. That's how they were losing fights. The Delaware was using ults back to back, layering them and not wasting them or not losing them in the fight, making sure they use them before they die. And Beavers were just getting stuck with them. Like Aquafina had Queen ults but died with it. And this last fight, the Beavers had 3 different ults, but they full capped with and not being able to use any of them.
Yeah, that ult economy. I don't know if anyone listening has heard those kinds of terms before. But yeah, I mean, if you have a bunch of ults, there's a difference between just using them to use them, but there's also a difference between not using them and then dying with them, right? Because like if I play Super Smash Bros and I got a Final Smash, right? You know, I don't want to die with a Final Smash. That's my big mega move.
No, it's the same as just basically not having it. If you don't use it and you die with it, it's just you're not having it. And that could have been a game-winning deciding fact. Ults are so powerful in this game, so using them for the right purpose at the right time can just change the fight entirely.
All right, we're getting ready. Finally switching offense and defense.
Looks like BVU is switching more of a Hazard Reaper comp here rather than the normal Brawl. They're looking to hybrid Brawl, hybrid Dive here against a Poke comp that Delaware is using with Sigma and Soldier. And they're looking to play slow here. BVU is looking to play fast and Delaware is looking to play slow.
All right, here now, Aquafina still taking a lot of damage, but they are tanking, saved by 2 different players. Able to stick around. Oh, and look at the Genji. Wax Chunk switching off and playing a much cooler character.
I say, it looked like Aquafina just was getting poked out here. They weren't pushing, they weren't moving any space, and that is what Delaware exactly wants. They want it to go slow, they want them to play by distance, they want to use as much cooldowns and make the BVU take as much damage before they finally get to them. And that just burns Aquafina down. And yeah, there goes Aquafina with Sal Goodboy and the anti-nade by Mazo. I say, Mazo anti-nades Aquafina, no healing, no support on that has. And then Sal Goodboy dives in there with the Venture just to clean it up, and that's fight loss.
Yeah, that whole fight really didn't feel like it lasted that long. The Beavers tried their best to extend it as long as they could, but as you just said, Sal Goodboy and the Venture, they've really just been like, you know, digging up the competition right now, and everyone is being exposed.
Yeah, Sal Goodboy is just going at the right time, bursting out, making everyone use the CDs before they can turn around that corner, and they just can't move anywhere as Delaware's just holding that.
All right, back on the point. The Beavers, they've had a kind of some struggles to get on the point. This defense, I mean, I know you referenced it in game one a little bit earlier. But So Good Boy running through the defense themselves. They're using their ult. They're on Wax Chunk, and they have just been knifing through their way through the Beaver pushes so far.
Say, Delaware uses both DPS out there, trying to get a full team wipe, but it looks like BBU was able to kite into the room and not. Aquafina was in live with the Mercy. Ooh, but there goes the rail.
Commentators curse Aquafina living, Aquafina dying. Accidentally getting recycled there. And yeah, another great team kill from the Blue Hens. Taking another one. There's the Gamer with 2 kills from their ult.
Say, Zetic tried to get the res on Aquafina, but the whole team of Delaware is there, and they just cleaned it up, which then down 2, that was it. They couldn't get much space.
Back at it. Aquafina now looking for something. Here we go. Switching to Ice Storm now on the Reaper. First time I've seen them play Reaper here this evening.
Okay, there goes a nice pick as they're trying to catch momentum.
We got an all here, Iron Giant.
I say, let's see how they use this grab. As getting 1 kill here, it hurts the defense and how long the respawn is for defense.
All right, they're using that gravity. Mazukusha goes down. Despacito also falling. Wax Chunk coming in to finish him off. Now Wax Chunk looking for Lauren, but look at that Sigma dance.
I say Sigma's just trying to reach at straws here, trying to ult, just stalling point as much as they can as the rest of the team is trying to get the, but Aquafina gets the clean up. That was a nice Graviton Blade. Both Zarya ult and Genji ult there to clean up the fight and make finally the space they needed.
And beautiful stuff there from the Beavers, and they're going to be hopefully taking this point. They are finally going to be able to do it. They can start escorting the payload, but if you notice the time, Iron Giant, only 2 minutes and 45 seconds to push it all the way down.
I say BB just needs to get the final cap. Yes, it's nice to have extra time, but they don't have the luxury there as Delaware got a whole whopping 240 on their time. So not wasting any time and just pushing the payload constantly is what they need here.
And Lauren going to go down. Aquafina with a great kill there. And now with no tank, it seems the Blue Hens are going to have to vanish. And when you look at Aquafina already back with that gravity off there.
So he is building up charge nice. He is pushing them all the way back to the second cap point when payload is all the way back around the corners. They were just trying to push them and force Delaware to use as many ults and CDs cooldowns to make them take their space back, not for free though.
And yeah, still holding this ult. When are we gonna see? I think we're waiting for maybe some other ults to be used. Ice Storm does have the Blossom, right? And hopefully they can do something. Here it is! Put them here in the ground! Oh, just as I said! Oh my goodness! Ice Storm and Aquafina combining for 4 kills, and So Good Boy all by themselves. Hopefully being taken down, and then they do. That's how you call it right there, Isaac.
That's insane. Just like 2 weeks ago on the same map, Ice Storm was flanking around with Reaper, blossoming here and there and getting worth off of that. And he was again 2 weeks later on the same map, using the same strategy to get those massive kills.
And yeah, I was waiting for it. The ult combo we were talking about last time, we just start right there. Using 2 ults in combination. I think that was a great plan. As Wax Chunk and Ice Storm, they didn't forget about those kills. They're gonna keep going. They got another 2.
Even with Lauren walking in the back line, the Ram and the Soldier walking in the Beaver's back line, that did not matter because Waxshorn and Ice Storm just cleaned up the Delaware back line, which made them lose any momentum they had, which then now got Aquafina back, and then they're cleaning it up.
And I just want to, I don't know how big this is, but Lauren switched off the Sigma, now playing Ramatra there. I mean, it doesn't really matter if Ice Storm's here, but, you know, is that a big switch here?
And it looks like a pause, but I say Wax Chunk disconnected, but we'll explain the reason. As Sigma was just getting walked on. I say Aquafina with the Zarya and the Reaper, just so much brawl potential and so much potential there. As they just momentum kept moving with them. The Sigma can't handle it. He has to play far back, make the other team get low before they get to him so they can clean up the fight. But with the Zarya Reaper, they got to him too fast. So he had to switch. They had to switch it up to Ram.
Oh man, he's moving too fast is what you're saying.
You say, yeah, Aquafina and Ice Storm are putting too much pressure, and Wax Chunk are putting too much pressure on the back line and the front line for the Sigma to deal with any of it. So he has to switch off.
Yeah, that's big. Again, when your tank is switching, you know, that's kind of like your in-game leader. there. So while we're gonna take a couple of moments for our wonderful wax chunk to come back into this game, make sure you guys don't go anywhere. We have some Overwatch Navy team coming, action coming right up. So make sure you guys stay tuned.
We're ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We got Ice Storm, we got Aquafina, we have Poetic Muse, and Zepic here for your Beavers.
Hey, now it looks like they're just trying to get Wax Chunk back. There's some Windows update.
Yeah, those smelly Windows updates that you cannot avoid. You know, we've all had to experience our fair share of those. Again, those updates. And speaking of updates, we'll get you with some of our game finishes here from throughout the week. I can know for certain because I was just there. Smash Brothers Gold team played and had a big win earlier. I know I said that right as I got on stream. And Mario Kart World last night, unfortunate loss. They played some great competition. So our Mario Kart World team, unfortunately, was not able to get the win.
I saw the Overwatch Gold got a good 3-0 yesterday.
Yeah, they were playing in ECAC yesterday, I believe. They had a great game, big wins there. And Call of Duty, I don't know if I don't know if they were going to get streamed tonight or not. If they did or did not, it really doesn't matter. They are playing tonight. Mm-hmm. That's the final straw there. And tomorrow night, we'll have more Overwatch action. We're going to have the Overwatch Gold team playing in NECC. So that's going to be a great one.
Say Monday, Tuesday, Navy played, and they did decently well. Monday, we won. A good old, an easy win, actually. I think it was 2-0.
Okay.
And then, sadly, Tuesday, we did not. We weren't so lucky, and we lost. It was a hard fight, but, yeah, we did not play, so we lost.
Mm-hmm. And then yesterday, for anybody who wasn't on here, I casted the Rainbow Six Siege match. And your Rainbow Six Beavers currently staying undefeated on the regular season. They have had a great showing all year. And yeah, they got playoff bound. I know Smash Bros. Gold. The only reason we have a loss is we accidentally couldn't play. We didn't have enough people there. But 3-1 on the season, beat the only team that was undefeated. So currently, right now, sitting number 1 in the standings for our division. Very excited about that one. And I know Overwatch Gold. They're not top of their division, but they're definitely top 3. I'm pretty sure for I think NECC. You'll be able to see them again tomorrow night. We got some great casters casting that game. And then Valorant. I don't know how Valorant's doing in NECC. I know in MVEC, I think they're 1-4, 1-3 maybe. I have not checked.
I haven't tuned in much. I've only tuned in into the Rainbow streams, and yeah, they are looking clean. I don't play as much Rainbow as I play Overwatch, but
yeah, we'll go ahead and again, we thought Waxjunk was going to be in here, but I guess not. So I think we'll just have to come back here and again, just a couple of moments, but we just wanted to get you some quick updates on how your BVU esports was going, because I know everybody was waiting for that. But again, please just give us another couple of minutes. We'll try to get back in this game, and we'll be back here shortly. All right, we got confirmation there from BV's Navy Captain Aquafina, and our action is going to resume. And immediately, right out of the gate, Aquafina's going to take down Despacito.
They were ready for the unpause. No downtime. They were ready to go back in.
Yeah, we had to go take a little bit at the rule books, and everything seems to be going fine now. Wax Chunk is back in on Genji, and this payload has been being pushed at Mach speeds, it seems. Look how far it's already gone.
They were just pushing it, not giving Delaware any time to move.
And here, back Aquafina trying to go behind. They do have the gravity, with the Reaper Blossom. So, hey, we saw it already once this game. We could be seeing it again.
It's such a classic combo, too. Let's say, sadly, there goes Wax Chunk down, getting picked off by Delaware's Reaper.
And 5 on 4. Yep, Wax Chunk going to have to recuperate, recover, get on back.
Let's say, I'm excited to see this grab Death Blossom if they choose to do it. It's just a classic combo. It worked so well last time. And so they got rid of the Reaper's Wraith form, so now he's kind of dangerous. He's got a couple seconds before he's safe.
Let's find out. Saw Good Boy is going to go down. Aquafina is waiting to use that. Oh, and they do it! And would you look at this? Look at all the kills. They're stuck in the gravity.
I say, it looks like Ice Storm tried to go for that Blossom Grave.
Look at that stuff there by Zeppe and Aquafina. Taking down 3.
Say, they tried to get the Blossom grab, but Ice Storm got caught falling down and just gets picked off, but the grab still does such efficient work.
Yeah, everyone died. Now, would you look at this here, Iron Giant? Only 15 seconds. The Beavers have to push the payload in order to at least force an overtime.
Say, this is the last fight territory here. They have to win. They have to survive and just get as much fix. And there goes their Blossom.
Yeah, Saul Good Boy with 2 kills. The Blossom, oh my goodness, Saul Good Boy with 3. They're gonna try using all their ults, but Mazukusha taking down Wax Chunk. And that is going to be all she wrote here for game 2. And I didn't know what was going to happen. They were pushing the payload. They were like 2 or 3 meters away. And then all the ults came out. And it was the Blue Hens who were able to take this one home.
I say it was so close. Here, say, nice. Let's say this is nice play of the game by Aquafina. But they say it's the grab, the last grab.
Look, that grab was crazy. And we just saw it too. It only looked like 3 kills there, but it ended up being, I think, 4.
4, yeah. Ram just survived long enough, just enough that they were pushing last fight territory. They got the Blossom off of that Kyoko, the back line, with Ice Storm there, but the resting team got there. The Delaware's Blossom got in the back line, cleaned it up with Sal Goodman's, Sal Good Boys, sorry, not Sal Goodman.
It's too easy to say.
Yeah, Sal Good Boys help there. They cleaned up the supports. Aquafina couldn't survive any longer, and they just didn't have the time.
Yeah, they kind of run out of time. The sand in the old timer getting just, again, crushed there. But the Beavers aren't done yet. It's going to be a best of 5. So you're going to need 3-round wins, and it's only 2-0 right now in favor of the Blue Hens. But I know we had a really long break in there, the pause, and we're going to have to, unfortunately, pause again here between rounds 2 and 3. But we'll be back here shortly. Again, what could be the end? It is going to be match point. Your Beavers, their Navy team, going to try to force a game 4. But we'll be back momentarily. Make sure you guys stick around and don't go anywhere.
And we are going in for game 3 here against BVU and Delaware. We are going to fight it off at Runasapi. Good old push map. I'm excited to see what they go here. Most likely double brawl as we've been seeing. Maybe some poke from Delaware. But it's been some heated fights here. And let's see if BVU can push this to a game 4 and possibly a game 5.
Huh, nice pun with the push there, Iron Giant. As we are here on the push map and pushing the Bob Robot. No, I ain't talking the Ash. Oh, his name is Bob B. Pushin'. I don't know if that's canon, but you know what? I don't really care. I think that's the greatest name ever.
We can make
ever
it
conceived.
BVU canon.
Yeah, we are writing the BVU canon right now. It's Bob B. Pushin'. And we are back. And oh, would you look at that? We're gonna have a swapped player here for the Blue Hens, Captain MD. Or oh my God, Captain KMD.
Yeah.
You know,
K's hiding.
I'm trying. You know, the 40/20 vision can only do so much for me. So
it looks like Aquafina and BVU going for more of a Queen Reaper here.
they've been playing a lot of Queen. Well, a lot of Queen and a lot of Reaper, not together, but they have both played those characters here.
Yes,
so far.
and then Delaware is going on a new Reinhardt here. That's new for us right now.
And they switched off because Lauren was their tank for a while, and now it's gonna be the Gamer who is playing that Reinhardt right now.
And we are going in heated in the fight now as both teams meet in the middle and now shooting each other to see who can get space first.
Yeah, again, both sides are trying to get my boy Bob. They need him out of his seat. They need him jogging. And again, currently 2-0 are the Delaware Blue Hens in the lead. So the Beavers, match point. They are going to have to take this one no matter what here, Iron Giant.
I say, and it's not a great start for BVU. Captain's just putting dart after Freya dart into Aquafina, whittling down, and Queen's just not built to take those over heavy damage without support.
I know, 3 Elixir Dart Goblin out here just taking down our Chunker Queen.
And the Reinhardt is just doing Reinhardt does best. Takes space with his shield, walks over those squishies, ignores the Queen, and lets the DPS take care of it as they just clean up fight.
And I would like to point out that Bobby Pushin' already near the checkpoint. I think just past the checkpoint actually here, Iron Giant. What kind of crazy work is that?
I say, there's certain checkpoints where they get advanced spawn, so it doesn't take as long for the defense to come back if they die. But it looks like Ice Storm and Wax Chunk, tried to go in the back line and take care of that Freya and that Sal Goodboy bench that we've been seeing all night. But they just didn't communicate that well with Aquafina, and they got taken care of first before Reinhardt turned around and just walked on our tank.
Yeah, trying to get in the back line, but again, the tank was there, and Lauren was also there. They're on, that's Moira, correct?
Yes, Moira.
On the Moira. And now that big Reinhardt shield, trying to, again, push away your Beavers. Kind of stuck right now, but again, you mentioned earlier, shorter spawn distances. Now that Bobby pushing is so far, and we're finally, with Wax Chunk leading the charge, trying to get a team wipe here.
I say, it looks like BVU find the open space. They find their picks there to allow the momentum to switch sides. And now they're using it just to walk on Delaware.
And finally, Gamer goes down. No more tank for the Blue Hens. Zepic is moving across. Look at Ice Storm. This movement is crazy. He is moving all over the opposition.
He's taking the space that they are leaving him to, and he was just trying to walk as much as he can, get as much damage to build up his ult to get a heavy blossom for next fight.
And finally, Bobby pushing, trying to help out our Beavers. But they gotta watch out. Oh my goodness, that Gamer taking down our Robot Bastion. And with that, what's that move called where he just charges in
yeah, just Rhine Charge.
Oh, the
Bastion
Rhine Charge.
Bastion tried to transform and was just too slow to dodge the Rhine Charge, and Rhine took advantage of that.
2 ults right now for the Beavers, but 4. I know Lauren just used one, but 4 more ults for the Blue Hens. And this is not good. This close to the end, and you have 4 ults.
This is going to be an ult fight here as Aquafina is almost there, and Wax Chunk's taking damage, but Poetic Muse is also there, and Wax Chunk a little delayed because of the early switch there in the early game. But he's trying to build up Bastion ult too. This is going to be an ult heavy fight.
Let's see it. Oh my goodness, we're gonna see all the ults except for one being used. Lauren, Captain KMD, Gamer, Mazakuja, Sol, Good Boy, Zepic. I mean, just all of these ults. Of course, I named 2 people who still have them. But anyway, Gamer, Mazakusha, taken down. That's the final straw for that team fight.
I say both teams still have 2 ults, and oh, there goes the Juno though with Zeptic's ult is now out of the game for a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunate. Luckily, your Beavers are able to push back. Bobby pushing, so they're not out of the woods yet. But 137 meters to 0.58 meters pushed. This is an unfortunate set of numbers.
Say the BVU has to put in some work here, win most likely 4 or 5 fights to get the same distance as Delaware has on them right now, and they got to do it through their ults, as it looks like Delaware is winning those ult fights now.
Yeah, gonna have to push it a long way. So Good Boy starting things off there with a kill on Wax Chunk. Aquafina switching back to the Malga. Okay, I remember them playing a lot of Malga a week ago, and this is the first time I've seen it tonight.
Yeah, this is the first time they played tonight. It looks like they're trying to do against the Rhine. They're just trying to put as much damage as they can into that Rhine shield and much pressure, so Malga can help out with that and can help Reaper survive longer with that extra lifesteal.
And Bobby pushing. Currently, he is running. Oh my God, Chris Davis looking right now. Pushing all the way back. Lauren gets a big kill on Aquafina, and with no tank, 2 people still on. They need 1.9 meters.
I say, and they're just not even walking. Then, oh, there it goes. No one could touch on BVU, and that is an early cap for Delaware Red.
Yeah, and the Delaware Blue Hens, their red team, so kind of ironic, are going to take this home, and that is a 3-0 set victory here tonight. Mazo Kusha with our play of the game on Zenyatta. And let's see this here, Isaac. Oh my days, look at this!
This is the ult-heavy fight here, as Delaware just lives it through trans with the Mazo ult, and Delaware just put in work today. They stepped up, and they just took it.
That is going to be all she wrote here tonight. That is a 3-0 victory again for the University of Delaware. And look, our BVU Navy Overwatch team to put up a great performance. But what were some of the key takeaways we saw here from those 3 games here, Iron Giant?
I think the early game, the early couple of maps, they were just kind of getting used to it. They weren't using the ults as much as they should. They were dying with it, but they started to realize that, I think, throughout the game, and they started using those ults, especially King's Row. They started using the grab, the blossom. They started using them effectively every other fight, trying to get use out of those, which then allowed them to get further and farther and almost take that map win. But I think there's some things that this map and this match allowed BVU to look at, see what they need to work on, and I bet next week we'll come back even stronger.
Exactly. I don't know if we'll have a Thursday Overwatch game for you or not. Sure hope you do. But for now, that is going to be it from us tonight. Thank you so much for everybody who was watching here tonight. We do this for you guys. We're so glad you're here. And thank you again to everybody who helped make these streams possible. Iron Giant, he's not even on our stream team. He just comes in because he loves Overwatch. So we're glad that people like him are here to step up and make these streams possible for you at home to watch. But finally, that's all I got here. Tune in tomorrow night. We're going to have some more Overwatch action here with our Gold team. And again, if Call of Duty is streaming here later tonight, or they already did, make sure you go ahead and check out Call of Duty 2, because they are having a great season themselves. But again, that is finally it. But for real this time, I'll see you guys next on the Infamous JV Band, here with my boy Iron Giant. Good night, Storm Lake.
You guys have a good night.